Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time once again to continue in that land far, far away as we watch Andor Season 2, Episode 8, Who Are You? Which is a question you often want to have asked whenever you're dealing with espionage. So friends, I think we should get into it. Before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for a little Andor. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. It'll give you all of our episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, once again, it's time to rejoin the fight as we take it to Andor Season 2, Episode 8, Who Are You? Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
There's a mineral underground. Doctor?
Deep substrate.
I am
foliated.
morbidly curious to see what happens to Gorman when they crack this to get to this stuff.
ISP Supervisor Dejamira. She's there in Gorman. She's there waiting to be killed.
Waiting to be killed.
Or synthetic alternative for the Gorman substrate material. I don't know the science, but it's bad luck Gorman.
Bad luck, Gorman.
Cyril must never know what this is all really about.
Good things are waiting for us. We'll be out of here soon.
I think Cyril's gonna flip. Oh my god, I think he's gonna...
Be rewarded.
For what? What have we accomplished?
Oh my god, yeah, you're gonna crack a planet, bud.
They'll be bringing a variety of personnel to help manage the situation.
And that Imperial agent with the scar, he's gonna be a problem. 100%. They've given him too much camera focus, and yeah, he's gonna be a problem. For who remains the question. I think Cyril maybe. We'll have to see. I think Cyril is going to have a... I don't know. I'm not sure what I'd want for the character. I think seeing him flip would be interesting, but I'm not sure it's true to the character. So, you know, whatever these writers have come up with, I'm sure will be fantastic. So, we'll see. They've been kind of setting Cyril up, though. They really have. And I hate to say that Dedra's kind of helped with that, but she kind of has. You know, he's working there without a net. You know, he doesn't have any type of people that really know what he's doing other than higher ups who will not be on the street if he were taken. I mean, things could go wrong in like 10 seconds for Cyril. Not good stuff. It's almost like he's an undercover cop right before a raid by a different like police agency. I don't know how you're getting out of here if you do this, Cassian. Look how realistic this laser pistol looks, or blaster rifle.
Get that one, buddy, there! Up in there!
They're getting the hell out of here.
Come on, you look like me!
Bad luck, Gorman. Jesus.
What is all this? Did you know about this?
No bad what?
They're pulling it all in.
Pulling what from where?
Barricades. What's going on here?
They're evacuating.
Putting a shell around the building.
What do you mean?
I won't get a shot from here.
It's probably a good thing, man.
There's reports coming in from the countryside. They're saying we've landed mining rigs.
You seem animated.
Animated.
He's given orders to barricade the building.
I saw that. Seems a wise idea.
You're not in country.
Our struggles with Gorman are well documented at this point.
Boy, oh boy. They are all gonna die. From the way they made it sound, whatever they do with the mining, once it hits Gorman and once they said they could destroy the planet. You know, it's so deep they could crack it or break it apart or something.
The case, it certainly doesn't seem to be working. There were mass curfew violations last...
Does she show concern for Cyril? It certainly doesn't seem so. What an awful character. Oh my God.
Imperial employees are to report immediately to the IOC building.
You figured it out yet, Cyril? This is going to be one of the major story beats. Cyril's one of the major story beats of this season for me. Oh, God, guys. Yeah, they do. You're giving them what they want. You can't stop it. They're going to get exactly what they want. I mean, this is going to be tough to get off planet because they're not going to want a contagion of what is actually going on to get off. I'm wondering if there's travel restrictions now. Or maybe even a siege.
People know what you're doing. We've had reports all night. There's mining equipment being dropped all over the planet. Rigs and droids.
It's a rumor.
Are you mad?
Oh my God, what a scene.
What is it you've been sent to steal from us?
Oh, Cyril. What an incredibly engaging character. For somebody that started off as such a huge prick. He still is, but...
But let's not confuse the chain of command. I'm the trigger supervisor. You're the finger. Make sure you're available.
Does this guy outrank her? I thought blue outranked red. I don't know the ranking system, obviously.
Not to worry. You were never here. Didn't log you in.
You were never here.
Hey, I hope things work out for you.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Wow, that choked me up. God, isn't that what Jyn says in Rogue One? I think it is. Oh my God. No wonder Cassian. Boy, a lot of this is coming back around, friends. Oh my God. Woo. God, the costumes are so awesome in this show. Cassian, you got to get out of here, dude. There's going to be cameras, both military and like commercial cameras. Yeah, I mean, you got news feeds going out. Oh, God.
Cassian, where are you?
Will.
What's going on? Okay, he's out there, too.
Peter, where are you? Talk to me.
You gotta be careful, Cassian. There are eyes everywhere. Oh, my God, he can see her. Clear air between he and... Oh, my God. This is terrifying.
Have organized this highly volatile insurrection you see behind me now.
So we need to go.
He knows it's all bullshit.
They need to get upstairs.
Just be a minute, sir. Just making sure we're all safe.
What's that mean? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Holy shit. These things are killers, man. I wonder when we're gonna meet Tudyk, K2SO.
Close all the exits.
Yes, sir.
Channel 5 is open.
Jesus, they're gonna fire at this crowd. This is gonna be a massacre. Why would you keep all these people in here? They need the optics. They need to look like a fight. Andor has successfully made the Stormtrooper menacing again for me. I thought that was impossible.
I have to go find my friend.
That's the last you're gonna see her, dude.
They're green, sir. They're useless.
I see Imperial uniforms, Sergeant. I see a barricade lane to the memorial that I need kept open. You will march them out there immediately and secure the area.
Jesus, he brought those kids in so they would, oh my God, so they would, Jesus, they would act irrationally and get jittery. Oh my God, this is terrible. Wow, diabolical. They're expecting these rookies to, oh my God, and they're right. They're absolutely right. Oh God, it's exactly what they want. Yeah, he knows it. He knows it. Chills. This is so well done. Tight the weave and roll the sleeve. Oh. Oh my God, so good. This is the greatest thing that Star Wars has ever produced. Take the original trilogy out of it, but this is unreal. This is unreal how good this is.
What are we doing here?
Following orders.
How long have you known about all this?
From the beginning.
How long?
Wow.
We'll discuss this later.
Oh.
You're gonna tell me what this has really been about?
You're hurting me.
And you are going to tell me what the mining ships are doing here.
They're not.
There is an armada! They're already unloading in Gelnobi and Liqua. You couldn't even wait.
No.
Oh my God!
You tell me it's a rumor, and I will throw you out that window. What have we been doing here?
Something in the dirt here. They need it. It's the energy program. It's directly from the Emperor. It's something they can't do without. They need the planet.
Oh my God.
How long have you known this?
Oh my God.
We're going home as heroes. This began long before we got here. They've been planning it for years. They're doing this no matter what. We wanted to be together.
This is the price.
Good luck, Tetra.
Oh my God, he's going back out there. I can't believe it. I have tears in my eyes. He's going to go out and start singing with them. Oh my God. What a fucking show. Oh, and this is just going to be, this is the spark. These poor kids are being used as fodder and a fuse.
Find Cyril. Bring him back. Do not let him leave the building.
Party gas is on the line.
Yeah, she's going to get distracted, not be able to bring him back. Oh, Cyril. Buddy. What a ride, man.
Wilmot, tell me where you are. West side. The columns by the calf house. Find me. I can't hear you.
Oh my God. That starts it. They're gonna get flustered.
Orders, please.
Kill everyone in the square.
Supervisor Miro.
Oh my God.
5 online, standing by.
Fire
Yep.
at will. Repeat. Fire at will.
They're gonna start shooting their own people. Oh my God. Unbelievably diabolical. Here they go. This is it. Open fire. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God, he's gonna take a shot if he can. Oh my God, it's a kill box. Oh, kid, don't do anything. Oh my God. Gonna be a lot of oh my gods this episode, friends. It's like a double barrel blaster. Well, they are gonna take you right out when they see that you're capable. Watch him go and you'll see Cassian shooting up at him. Scanning over like enemy at the gate and he sees Cassian. Oh, that would be, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that would be fucking great. That's the one from Cyril's office. Give him something else to think about. Boy, that thing's got some weight to it. Did you hear that shot?
He's out there.
He sure is. Oh my God. It's almost too late now for her.
Out there.
Oh my God, they're sending in the K2 units. Oh my God. Jesus. Now it's time to run. There's no standing up to these things. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Wow, man, this is tough to watch. Oh, you fucking... Man, this guy's a tragic character. He really, really is. As big of an asshole as he's been, he is so tragic. This is a masterpiece. This series is a masterpiece. What an effect. I don't know if that was practical or CGI, but that was amazing. He sees him. Do they see each other? Oh my God, he saw him. Yep. Jesus. What a fight. The choreography, unreal. That was a full swing by Cyril's actor. Oh my God. K2 units. Oh, Cyril. I feel bad for this guy, man. I really do. He was right. Cassian was right. Who are you? Boy, they got just what they wanted.
What are you doing? I'm not leaving without Gina. No. I've got to find her. Wilmot, stop. We have to leave. It's not far. Hey, everything is far.
Everything is far. The K2s.
Run!
Dear God. Oh, nice. Is that the guy with the goatee? No, it's the kid. Don't let that thing out. Where's that K2SO?
Is it dead? You killed it.
Yeah, there's only 5 more out there.
Tell people what happened here, Cass.
One last favor.
K2SO. Oh my God.
This is Bomber 1.
He's hurt. Oh my God. Oh, they're both so hurt.
More every minute. We're being destroyed. This is Gorman reaching for any open channel. It's here today. Imperial ships are already landing across the
Is he in a studio?
Found you.
Oh no, they're all gonna die. It's time to go. You'll hear Will. This show better win everything. Enough with this sci-fi doesn't get nominated. Horse shit. Amazing performance by her too. Amazing.
We're sure to learn a great deal more about what happened here today and the price we'll pay for our own safety.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Andor Season 2, Episode 8, Who Are You? And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Who Are You, the 8th episode of the 2nd and final season of Andor. I'm not going to beat a dead horse here, friends, but I'm going to make this statement. There's an argument made for any type of art as far as the appreciation of it, but this one is, it's very difficult to poke holes in Andor. This show is excellent. It is a masterclass. It is a masterpiece. This is not only something that I said it before, this is something that Star Wars needed. You know, Star Wars needed something like this to become grounded again. I'm going to take it a step further and say that Star Wars needed this to become relevant again. And I know that we had The Mandalorian, which was great fun, and I absolutely loved The Mandalorian. I thought it was really, really fun, a really great show. And I think it obviously did not hurt the Star Wars, universe or anything like that. You know, it definitely brought back eyes, brought back awareness, brought back, passion for the universe, for different projects that were coming out. And I do believe that The Mandalorian, and this is not some grand statement, it's obvious, Mandalorian came out first, and it really gave a lot of other shows the benefit of the doubt that were kind of greenlit and watched and things like that. And I'm not casting shade on anything like that. I enjoyed many of the shows that were brought out. Andor, though, is something completely different. Andor is taking a fantastic show with an incredible, check all the boxes: acting, direction, set design, sound design, costuming. I mean, just like I said it before, the budget, whoever's the accountant in charge of where all the pennies go, everybody has done the best job you could possibly do in the Star Wars universe or outside of it. This is an incredibly shot show that just so happens to be sci-fi. And because of that kind of attention to detail, even inside a property that doesn't have that level of attention normally. You know, it's one of those things they can get away from. You know, you don't have to have all of the boxes checked. You know, you can do this or do that and then be appreciated and have fans and good stuff like that. And again, this is not me. I'm not even thinking of anything in particular. I'm just saying that, like any genre, you don't have to create excellence every time you go out. You know, it might just have a couple hooks that get somebody, that gets an audience and makes it work. But with Andor, I don't even think they were going for an audience. They were making the best possible piece of art they could, which, because of its very excellence, drew the eyes in, drew the audience in, gave it this critical acclaim. It blows my mind because this show, for something as unsung, I would almost argue that the normal person, like everybody always says, like the granddad or the grandparent test, where, you'll know that if something is really popular and really meaningful if you can ask your grandparent and they're like, oh, yes, I know that, and if they know what you're talking about, then it's universal at that point. So with that kind of in mind, the grandparent test, I'm not sure how many grandparents you could go up to and be like, hey, how about that Andor? And they'd be like, what are you talking about? You know, Star Wars. Oh, I know Star Wars. Well, it's Andor's a show on Star Wars. I don't know that. You know, and again, it has nothing to do with like, you know, them putting out, you know, publication materials and advertising and things like that. It's just, it didn't have the hook. Now, by that, I mean, it didn't have the typical, prototypical, stereotypical Star Wars hook. There weren't lightsabers everywhere, you know? There weren't Wookiees running around and Harrison Ford being a badass and, you know, things like that. Things that you could point to and be like, ah, Star Wars, you know, there we go, Jedi, Sith, blah, 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 all this stuff. No, it doesn't have any of that. It tells the story of why there is a Star Wars, why there is a rebellion. Why, I mean, it's unreal. It's just, you know, the Rebel Alliance and how it is being formed is the story of Star Wars. Now, you can say, you know, Anakin's fall into becoming Darth Vader is the story. It absolutely is, but in microcosm. You know, that's Vader and Anakin's story is the story of the Republic. You know, it's, bright time of darkness, back to the light, supposedly. But, you know, again, this is about everyone else, not the Skywalker family or the Jedi or the Sith or the 1% or the powers that be, everybody that's in charge of everything or calling the shots. This is about the gore. This is about, you know, the people on planet that are being subjugated. These are the people that have no force powers that are running out there and getting shot and killed for this revolution. And again, you could take everything that we've seen and place it and make a World War II period piece that would be lauded with awards and everybody be talking about it. But because it's sci-fi, there's that kind of hesitancy to do something like that. I hope to God that Andor's legacy should be that it made the absolute, you know, adaptation of art via the sci-fi genre the norm. Something that's just accepted now. You know, something where in the future, if somebody comes out, this is something that The Expanse should have been able to do, or even Babylon 5 should have been able to do. But I don't think anybody's pushed forward and gotten through to mainstream yet when it comes to sci-fi. And I could be wrong. There's many examples of, you know, things that are appreciated. But I'm just saying that in the future, if somebody would, let's just say that you know, you've got one of the academies are getting ready to put forth their nominees or vote on things. Whenever they're going through and looking up the potential nominees or potential, you know, put them on a ballot to be nominated for nominations, you know, there's not going to be a hesitancy to put on a sci-fi show in the future. And the argument would always be, you know, from this point forward, it should be, oh, it's a sci-fi show. Everybody says it's, you know, almost as good as Andor. Oh my God, and that's what it should be. That's Andor's legacy to me. Andor's legacy should now be the tent pole for, or the mark, the high water mark that everybody should shoot for, regardless of genre. But if it happens to be sci-fi, if you can get into the same rarefied air and the same talking points as Andor, you've done your job and you should be nominated for whatever award is fitting for whatever production you came up with. And that's my long-winded way of saying Andor is absolutely amazing. You know, it checks all the boxes of whether it's art or whether it's art that happens to be in the world of science fiction and Star Wars. They just did it all right. Now, what I wanted to end with is I just think that the ability to really capture our hearts and our emotions with the plot that is the Gorman, you know, bad luck Gorman. Jesus. I mean, we just got to see that. We got to meet these people, and we really didn't have a ton of time with them, just enough to kind of get the surface knowledge of, like, you know, they're very passionate, obviously, about, you know, their freedoms and about what's being happening to them. And it was just enough, and a lot of times done silently. I'm thinking of the stocky guy that had the beard and then went to the goatee. He told a tale, and he probably had 20 words, maybe. And if you take that initial speech out that he had at the meeting, he probably had 10 words, and not even that, like 5 words. Is absolutely crazy, but he told a fantastic story with his acting, with just his physicality and his reaction shots. Amazing stuff. But you all know where I'm going with this one. The story for me so far right now is Cyril. I mean, what a story that we had from a flawed, all of these characters are flawed, but we had from a realistic, flawed character who saw not necessarily the error of his ways, because we don't know everything that was going on in Cyril's mind, but he realized how wrong this was. You know, he realized, you know, you couldn't even fucking wait to bring these mining craft in. Like, you couldn't even wait for things to settle down a little bit. You just knew you could just press it and would be fine. And I mean, that scene with he and Dedra when he's choking her, I mean, unreal. Absolutely unreal. And Cyril being, I mean, what a journey that character went on. I mean, you could write papers about that character. That character is a fantastic case study. I mean, you had this character that had an incredibly, from what we've seen and what we've been told, an incredibly awful upbringing. You know, you have a mother who could give two shits about you. It really just attacks you any chance she gets. You have no other parent that seems to be visible, no other family member other than Uncle Harlow, who seems to just parrot or place the actual talking points into the mom. So he had nothing. And then he's just been met with constant resistance. And when he finally found somebody in Dedra, she absolutely betrays his trust. He doesn't know. He's listless. He's rudderless. He has no direction. Everything he thought he had a faith in, the Empire, you know, working for them, being a patriot, was all absolutely laid bare as utter bullshit there in the final moments of his life. And we got to witness the vast majority of his, there is no ascent and fall of Cyril. There's like a static line and then just it ends. Like, he just didn't have anything. He had no chance. He had no ability to kind of grow beyond his environment or his upbringing, you know? He was just stuck there. And to see this guy try to like do what he thought was right. I have incredible sympathy for that character. Did he do evil shit? Absolutely. Did he help facilitate all of this? 1000%. Did he do it unwillingly? You can say that he did. He just didn't know the extent of it. He thought they were trying to get outside agitators. He thought that Dedra was still working to get Luthen. You know, he didn't understand that this was the subjugation and destruction of a culture and a world. And when he did find out, he rebelled. And it brings tears to my eyes. What an arc. What an incredible, you know, he became the thing that he probably was always meant to be, you know? And at the end, though, he still didn't know what to do. And, Jesus, that character is fascinating. All right, everybody. And you know, when the Cassian acquiring K2SO is like the last thing I talk about, how good is this show and episode? I mean, it's just unreal. It's so otherworldly, and I'm almost dreading watching the final 4 episodes. 1, because it'll be over when it's over, and 2, seeing how these characters end up is, I know, going to be heartbreaking. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Greatly helps out a small channel. It allows me to alert you too when it's time to return to this masterpiece that is Andor. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our, I almost said the link to Andor, wouldn't that be something? You can see where my mind is. The link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now it's time to say goodbye, so where should we say goodbye from? Where else? The square. Friends, we're there. Because we were just there. We're still there. And in many circumstances, especially for me, a little piece of me might always be there. Friends, what a show, what a journey. Let's see it through to the end. Until such time as we can take our next step, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.